Lumaxa. This is Steve Gewecke here online. Today we got a training on Ceva Lift. And Saturday we had a great training on the Ceva Life system as we're preparing here for April the 3rd. April the 3rd is the launch date of the Ceva Life and Ceva Lift product lines. We're very, very excited. That is upcoming this week on Friday. So I would encourage you to grab a pen and paper, take some notes. We're going to kind of break down a little bit the product and go through some more detailed information about Ceva Lift, talk about what's in it, how much it costs, how does it work, how you actually use it, and then we're going to watch a brief video of Shelly Corso doing some demonstrations with the product in her home with a home party she had to try and demo it on a few of her friends. So it all comes together with the video, but let's start off talking a little bit about the Ceva Lift product. The Ceva Lift product is going to come in a 3 different SKUs basically. It's going to come in the combo set, which is what you're looking at here, which has the applicator and 5 of the tubes with it. And this does not have any of the labeling on it, so this is the packaging before the labeling. So don't think that that's how it's going to display. It's going to be beautifully packaged and labeled when it's ready to go. But this is just a snapshot of what it will look like as it sits in the box, but without the labeling. This product features an ingredient called Vegum. I may be mispronouncing that. It might be called Vegum, but as far as I know, it's called Vegum, so that's what we're going to go with. But the Vegum is an ingredient that tightens the skin on contact. It's a dynamic trio of plant stem cell derivatives that are brought in from across the globe, including Aussie palm and white oak extracts that combine to nourish and defend the skin from increased aging caused by free radicals. What does it do primarily? It is a product that's designed to reduce wrinkles and fine lines, dramatically tighten and strengthen the skin, aesthetically enhance complexion, expunges the appearance of the dark circles and puffiness under the eyes. It produces immediate results, and it has antioxidants that fight, again, the free radical damage. And we'll show you that in a demonstration here in a little bit. How does it work? Basically, I'm going to read to you some information here, and I would encourage you to take some notes as I go through this. But I'll read it kind of slow so that way you can keep up with me. But here's how it works as written directly from the marketing site, which you'll see here in a couple of days. It says that it's designed specifically for skin that needs to be revived. Ceva Lift is a cream that combines powerful, age-defying ingredients, puts them to work as soon as it's applied. Vegum is a tightening active, immediately firms and tightens, giving you the instant and extreme lifting effects desired. Ceva Lift also combines some of the nature's best kept secrets, referring to as the Graham's triple stem cell complex. That's a key word, folks, that I would probably write down. So if you're taking notes, which you ought to be taking notes, I would write this kind of buzzword down. This is going to be something you're going to want to refer to when you're talking to people. Let's say it again. It's the Graham's triple stem cell complex. Graham's triple stem cell complex. These stem cell ingredients extracts are utilized for their efficacy in vitalizing your skin. The first one is derived from the Aussie palm. I would write that down. Aussie, A-C-A-I, palm, P-A-L-M. And that is I'll get my pen here. That was one right here. Okay, that's the Aussie palm. It is native from Central and South America, an area known for its high temperatures and intense UV radiation. These extreme conditions have made Aussie palm evolve into an antioxidant-packed protective fruit that, when absorbed, benefits and defends the skin. The next one is a rich source of omega-3 and rosmarinic acid. The second derivative is of Chinese basil, and that would be this one right here. This ingredient has soothing properties that calm inflamed skin, as well as antioxidants that fight free radical damage. in turn reducing the formation of fine lines, wrinkles, and other signs of aging. The third, what you see down here, is a derivative of white oak, which in addition to antioxidants and anti-aging properties has skin smoothing benefits. Native Americans have used the bark of white oak as an astringent and for its anti-inflammatory properties. Its high level of tannins and quercetin aid in soothing irritated skin. You will feel instant facelift because it's working to firm and tighten. You can use it both in morning and at night, and also underneath water-based makeup to achieve a healthy, youthful base for your final look. So here again are the three primary parts of the Graham's triple stem cell complex right here. So that is the primary makeup of the Ceva Lift. Now let's look at how do I use it? And again, here is the specific ingredient list right here. So for those of you that like to read the labels, there's your label right here. The directions are simple. Apply a few drops to clean skin with fingertips and smooth over the wrinkles on the forehead, around the eyes, or any other areas. Do not rub. You want to, like dot it around the eye and the areas with your fingertip. You want to dot it, not rub it. Allow it to dry thoroughly and apply water-based makeup as usual. Oil-based makeup and so forth is not going to work. You want to apply it. It's not going to give the same effect. So if you're using a water-based makeup, it will work. But make sure that you give it at least 2 minutes to dry thoroughly, and the person that's receiving the treatment is going to want to basically keep their face still and not move, allowing it to apply. Application when necessary. Results are not permanent. Use a directive, avoid contact with eyes. Product gets in eyes, flush. Of course, discontinue if you have redness or irritation. Consult your physician if you're allergic to cosmetics. But the product is something that typically you would apply in the morning, and it up to 8 hours of effect. So it's usually a one time per day use type product. So each product, the product does come in a 30-day supply, so that you can be used daily. And again, how much is it for the whole combo package? It's $199, and the monthly auto ship is $199 as well. So that is for the whole package. Now you're going to have over, I don't know how, there's going to be probably 100 applications here. You have about 20 per tube, and the pen or the applicator there, I think, has 50 applications in it by itself. So there's quite a bit of usage here in that packaging right there. And again, these are 2 milliliter tubes here, which is about 3 times the size of our competition out there, which if you're not familiar, there are competitors in the industry that are also marketing similar skincare related products, but they use much smaller size sample units. We're giving people 2 milliliters of product, which can provide several applications. They can be purchased separately. If you want to just buy the 5-tube part of it, it's $70 or $70 on a monthly auto ship. Again, 2 milliliter tubes, which is 3 times the size of our competition. And the applicator itself, $139, will auto ship for $139 as well. And again, there's about 50, I believe about 50 applications available in the syringe. Now I know that many people have already received the syringe and so forth. A lot of people up in the Sacramento event there had access to the syringes, have been using it and doing demos with it and so forth, and you'll get plenty of use out of that. You'll get a lot of different personal use, and you can do some demos with it as well. All right, so that's a pretty quick rundown. This is a pretty straightforward product. It's a basic product made specifically for skincare on the face, wrinkles, dark circles, puffiness, and so forth. you kind of got an idea. It comes from a natural source with the grams triple stem cell complex, which we've talked about. And this product, it takes effect very quickly. So, the real key behind the marketing side of Ceva Lift is to put people into a demo situation where you can say, look, in 2 minutes or less, I can show you how this can, possibly take 5 to 10 years of looks off your face. I mean, it can anti-age you almost in 2 minutes. And for a lot of people, that's true. You look at the before and afters, you can see that their age their perceived age, or what people might think how old they are based on their looks, can change quite rapidly just by what the product can do. So it's the most powerful demonstration product I've ever seen in 21 years. I've never seen a product that you can apply to somebody on the spot and within 2 minutes see a before and after difference that's like night and day. It's an incredible show and tell product. In fact, I would say it's probably the ultimate type of product for a network marketer, because anytime you're with a group of people, if they have a couple minutes that they want to participate, and it's a fun little demonstration. I mean, both men and women will do the demonstration. I saw in Japan, I saw, just as many men do the demonstration as people did that the ladies did. So men are willing to do it as well. And it is, the skincare product is for men as well as women, which, for some men, they might be surprised. Like, why would men have a skincare product? Well, actually, a lot of men have dark circles and wrinkles in their face too, and they want to look younger. So it works both ways for men and women. Let's go ahead and watch a quick video here that Shelly did. Shelly had a chance to early on preview the product for the company, to invite a few friends over, do some demonstrations, and she put it on video. And so let's take a look at this video so you can see exactly how it works in action.
All right.
Okay, guys, today is Sunday, the 8th of February. Is that correct? Mm-hmm. Turn this way to me real quick, Karen. We're going to try this on Karen, and we're just going to put it on this side of her eye.
Timer's on.
Okay, look back at the camera. What we're going to do is we're going to wait for 90 seconds, and when you start feeling that, Karen, let me know. When you start feeling that tightening up, let me know.
Okay.
Okay, and I'm going to fan you a little bit just to speed up the process a little bit.
No, look at the camera. There you go.
Okay, and you'll feel it when it starts tightening up, but you let me know when you feel that.
I can feel it starting to tighten.
Okay.
Look at that, how it's changing.
Can you see it changing?
Oh, yeah. You see the difference between the one side and the other? Absolutely.
I can feel it.
Good.
I can feel it's dry.
You're fanning a little bit into the camera view.
Oh,
that's
sorry.
Okay. That's okay. No, you're fine.
Can you feel that on the eye doing it up here, Karen? Okay. Man, I'm not even looking at her from the front, and I can see that working.
Yeah, exactly. Look how it's not as purple up underneath her eye. I cannot wait to show you. We got 6 seconds left. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1.
It's not totally dry.
It's not totally dry, she said. That's okay. Let's
okay.
just let it sit. Whoa!
I know.
Whoa, Karen! Oh my God!
I can't wait for you to do the other side and just see.
When you see the difference of how those two eyes look, you're gonna freak.
And what she could do is if she put a little up on top and right here, how to get rid of all of that around there.
Yeah. Okay, let's stop the camera.
Okay.
Do you feel totally dry?
Yeah, it feels a little
Tacky.
cool.
Okay.
It just feels cool.
Like menthol cool?
Yeah,
Like it's not completely
like
dry.
it could be wet. I'm just not sure.
There we go. Okay, now we are doing Bernice. The date is the same. We're doing Bernice We're going to do her left side. We did Karen's right side.
My right side.
Okay. I mean her right side. Well, I'm facing you though. Okay, so we're doing Bernice's right side and we did Karen's left. So. And that's all you do. You just tap it on like this. Okay? Now.
It actually smells really good.
It does.
It does.
We
It
are gonna
smells
set the
really good.
timer for 2 minutes.
There we are.
And there we go. You can fan it if you want. That's perfect.
I can feel it tightening up already.
Yep.
Definitely. What's the clock say so you know the tightening? I mean, it's only been like 70 seconds.
Not even that.
Not even that. No.
Oh, yeah.
Nice.
Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh.
Keep your face still, though. Don't be smiling or nothing.
Holy Hannah, you can actually see it.
Now you know what I was seeing in the camera when you were doing hers.
Wow.
Yeah. Looking in the camera, watching hers, I mean, you just seen it just like go away. It was
I'll tell you
amazing.
what, Ceva Lift is going to be a very popular product with my lady friends.
Oh, I feel it.
Can you starting to feel it tighten now as it's starting to dry?
Oh, yeah. It's tightening up even more now.
Yeah.
I mean, I could really feel it tightening up. Absolutely.
That whole side of her face looks different just because of that eye. Her cheekbone looks higher, huh?
Wow. I can't wait to look in the mirror.
Hey, 15 more seconds, hang on.
All right. It feels good. I mean, it doesn't feel, it just feels like you putting on something that's tightening up my skin. That's all. And just around my eyes. I mean, I can see different places than just your eyes that you could use this on.
You're a good girl. Let me look at this. Holy Hannah, look at the camera. Look at that. That is unreal. Okay, so this was 2 minutes. Okay, so let's turn this off.
You go. There's a couple demonstrations of how to apply the product, how to do a little in-home, demonstration with somebody at your home and their home or wherever you happen to be. And you can see by the reactions of the two ladies there that received the product that they're excited. They're experiencing the product, moment by moment. They're reporting back. Oh, I can feel it. Oh, I can feel the sensation. I can feel it tightening, and they're enjoying the experience because they're anticipating what it's going to look like after the product is done doing its thing. But it's really an involved product, and that's one of the beautiful things about why this product is so perfect for network marketing, because what makes network marketing unique versus going to the store and buying a product off the shelf is that the products on the shelves don't really offer this kind of experience where you're with a friend, you're with a family member. It's a fun little exercise. You're doing something together. It's a fun thing. You can see the ladies are having fun with it. They're enjoying doing it together and going through that experience together. And it's a whole different. It's an experience, and that's something that a retail product can't deliver. Retail product can deliver a little bit of information on the packaging, but that's about it. This is an experience, and that's, I think, you want to be promoting to your friends, man. You got to try this 2-minute experience with this product. If it's an amazing opportunity to literally pull back years off your looks. It's an anti-aging product, and how many people do you know would love to look a little bit younger and not look as old as they do or feel, and it just brings back a whole bunch of energy for people when they can start to feel like, I'm gonna look younger, or look what, a lot of people feel they're younger than they look, and because stress and aging can be brutal sometimes, as far as wrinkles and so forth. And if you can get the looks to match up to how people feel, because mentally a lot of people sometimes feel a lot younger than they actually look, you got a home run product. So it's a pretty straightforward product, but I would be planning on doing a lot of product introductions with the Ceva Lift product. Ceva Lift is going to be, I believe, one of our, if not our best selling, it'll be amongst the top selling products that Lumaxa has to offer. What I'm going to do right now is I'm going to open up the chat here for a little brainstorm here. talk about some different ideas and ways that a person can promote the product. I'll start us off here with talking about basically I've heard other people call it a fountain of youth party, which I think is a very clever label for a home party. Fountain of Youth party, or call it a Ceva party or a Ceva Lift party, or you come up with your own little name for it, but basically a home party. And home parties have been very successful for many, 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 many years. In fact, entire companies have built their entire business around home parties. You know what I'm talking about. Mary Kay, Tupperware, the candle company. I can't remember the name of them at the top of my head, but there's a number of them where their entire business marketing is done with a home party. And of course, we're not a home party plan type company, but we can utilize some of those same techniques in marketing that have been very successful in building those very huge companies. I mean, companies like Mary Kay, a makeup company, they're $1 billion plus company. And I'm sure that part of their business building process was doing makeup parties and makeovers. Okay, well, this is something you can take a little play out of their playbook here. And by just inviting a few friends over, like Shelly demonstrated in that video, you can make it informal, or you can make it a little bit more formal. You can actually put out an invitation, say, hey, we're going to have a little skincare party. We're also going to introduce you a really awesome product with our Ceva Light product. So imagine, setting up your party with shake samples. You might have 3 different types made in advance, and one with juice, one with maybe almond milk, one with water, whatever. Put some strawberries in it, flavor it up however you want to make it. Have that on the table to enjoy, and while they're getting their demonstrations, they can be, enjoying their tasty shakes with the Ceva Life. So you can kind of make it a Ceva party. You can intermix the 2 different product lines together, let them taste and sample and experience it all at one time. I think it's a perfect deal because it's kind of like dinner and a show, right? Well, you get the meal replacement and you get the show or the entertainment of watching people go through this little process of doing the Ceva Lift demonstration. So combining the 2 together with a party makes a whole lot of sense to me because it gets people really directly involved in the product. They get to experience it, see how great tasting the shakes are, see how fast acting the product with Ceva Lift is. You're probably going to end up getting, customers on both products, and they're going to get pretty excited. They're probably going to sign up right on the spot. So that would be my first recommendation, is that after April 3rd, folks, start booking up some parties. Just invite some people over. And if you don't have a lot of personal friends or family, get a few people that you do know and ask them to be involved with you. Even if they don't want to be a distributor, just ask them if they would host a party and maybe let them try the product first. And if they like it, ask them if they'll host a party for you, and set up your own little party plan. Just say, look, if you host a party, everybody that comes over, that buys the product from us at the end of the day, I'll give you X amount of, credit towards buying product, or I'll give you, 15% or whatever, numbers you want to work out for your person. Or say, look, I'll give you a complimentary system, plus I'll even put you in the deal. I mean, you come up with your own incentive, however you want to work that as between you and the person, your host. But I would definitely, get other people involved and ask them if, that's only if they don't want to be a Lumaxa distributor. Now, the best case scenario is you get somebody on board with Lumaxa, and the first thing you do is say, hey, let's host a party, and let's bring some people over. And then, you could be the presenter, and you let the host be the inviter. Let them invite through their list, and you be the one that comes over and does a demonstration and actually does the presentation for Lumaxa. That would be my recommendation. And I know, like Lucky Lee up in Sacramento, he's been tying in our webinar presentations on the same days he does his meetings. So another idea is to do your meeting on a Tuesday or Thursday around the webinar time. You could actually plug in for part of your presentation, if you wanted to, into the webinar. And they could get a little first-hand presentation company-wide if that was something you wanted to tag into. Other than that, folks, this is a product that really is meant to be shared and to be experienced. I mean, there's a lot of opportunities on social media with video. If you go out and share the product individually, one-to-one, You may want to ask the person that you're showing the product to for permission to do a quick video on your phone or something while they try it, and start collecting those stories, start collecting those testimonials. Make sure you have their permission, of course, but assuming permission is granted, you want to start building up those videos. And if you can get a 1 to 2 minute video to start popping up on Facebook, on your channel, in front of your friends and family on Facebook, and you start saying, hey, here's another person that took the product, here's the before and after picture, and here's a quick 2 minute video. Put that stuff up on social media, guys. Get up on a YouTube channel. I'm telling you, the results are convincing. It's for those that are doubters, seeing is believing. Well, they can definitely see the before and after. They can see the results. So I would be promoting, with the in-home party, I would be promoting with the social media, getting lots of video and lots of photos of the before and after the people you try it with, and start posting that up, and letting people that follow you on social media see how great this product is with before and after. Let's go ahead and open up the chat here. That's a couple ideas to get us started here. I'm curious to get you guys' feedback here as well. If anybody wants to add to the conversation, we'll give you that opportunity. Otherwise, we're going to kind of bring this one down to a close here in just a few minutes. But the chat is open. If anybody has any feedback, anything you want to share as far as ideas for the team of what you think may be an effective way to promote it, we can keep it open for a few minutes for brainstorm here. If nobody wants to participate, that's okay. Then we'll wrap it up. Or we'll take questions. So I'm going to stop talking. I'm going to let you guys contribute here. If you have anything you want to add, share, comment about the training, questions, fire away. Work if it's a water-based makeup. If it's oil-based makeup, it's not going to be effective. So make sure you ask the person who uses makeup what type of makeup that they're wearing first. Okay. How do I know that? Because that's the way I was instructed when I went to Japan to pass on to the people there in Japan. Baby shower, bridal showers, Rico, that is a great suggestion right there. Absolutely. Anything like that. Any photography studio. Any bridal shop that sells bridal dresses. Those are great people to share the product with. But anybody that does touch-up or photography studios, people who do weddings and stuff, it's a great one. Water-based or powder-based makeup. Okay, Candace, thank you. No oil-based. That's correct. That is correct. Yeah, I think the bridal shower is a good one. Okay, you see a few people having fun with that presentation demonstration. Make it part of the fun. Anybody else? Question, comment, idea to share? Candace, you have a customer from a wedding. Yeah? Fantastic. Just proves right there that you think about the one day a woman wants to look great, beautiful, and be flawless. That would be the day, a wedding day, the day they dream about forever. If they get married a little bit later in life, or if they remarry or something like that, they may have a few wrinkles and so forth, and this would be the perfect product for that, for sure. Again, Rico's got the brainstorm mind turned on today. That's another great example. Community events, sidewalk sales, fairs, booths, trade shows. We're coming up into the summer season here, thank God, finally. In the next month and a half, it'll be summer, and there'll be a lot of outdoor activities, health fairs, women's shows. In fact, like Shelly's got a show down in Houston in April. That's an all-ladies type of event, and it's a big event. There's like 30,000, 40,000 people expected. I would expect that it's going to be pretty effective promoting a product like this to an all-lady promoted show. So any show with women, lifestyle shows, health and wellness fairs, targeting women. But again, it's for men too, so don't just think it's exclusively for women. But definitely, I think the women enjoy it a little bit more. I would definitely say. Salons, yep. Go back to the Aussie Palm extract, okay? Right there we go. So for Gary, I'm gonna read some more information here, just a summary again what it says about oxypalm in the off the website. It says out of the Graham's triple stem complex, the first ingredient is from oxypalm. It's native to Central and South America, an area known for high temperature, intense UV radiation. These extreme conditions have made oxypalm evolve into an antioxidant-packed protective fruit that, when absorbed, benefits and defends the skin. There you go, Gary, just for you. May not be April 3rd. Okay. All right. So we have Frank in the room here from customer support is sharing with us that it may be later than April 3rd. And I think the goal has been all along April 3rd, but I know they're waiting on the labeling packaging stuff to be finished and approved. So that's on its own timeline. Ceva Life System. Okay. All right. And they'll turn the site until the product can be shipped. Right. Product, the website will be up when the product is in inventory and ready to go for shipping. Can we get more detail into magnesium, aluminum, silicate? We plan on having the product formulators for Ceva Lift on a training to really give a full disclosure, detailed training, so that question like that, Wendy, could be answered. I certainly can't answer that question, but something that the formulators can offer, and they're looking to do that again when the product is ready. So we're not going to be able to get them on a training until another week or two hereafter, until it's ready to go. And at that point, we'll have our full product training on the Ceva Lift by the manufacturer, somebody representing the company. Question, comment, brainstorm ideas, Rico, and great ideas that you've been sharing here this morning. I love that. Again, kind of going back to the fairs and the festivals, this is something that you could easily have a little chair set aside to the side of your booth. You invite people over for the 2-minute challenge. Say, hey, how would you like to see your wrinkle disappear in 2 minutes or less? Give them that challenge to sit down and do it. And if you're promoting the Ceva Life, products right there with them, again, make them a shake. Let them experience that while they're enjoying their demonstration. And you could do that all day long. I mean, you could go set up at a fair, a trade show. I mean, we'll have a lot more experience with how that's going to work after April with Shelley's show. It's going to give a lot of great insight on how well people respond to a public trade show, or walking by a booth, and if they'll take the invitation to do the challenge, sit down. I don't see why women wouldn't enjoy that, because it's unique, it's different. Not a lot of booths at a show are just information based, or just there to give you a brochure and a piece of candy to go with it. This would be an experience. This would be something that people can get involved in, and I expect it's going to be very successful. Nuts and show. Yeah, there's another great opportunity right there, Candace, is do a live demo. Have a few people over, do your hangout, invite your friends over. So that way your friends, that are not next door in your city or town can also participate. They can get involved no matter where they live. Invite them on to watch a live demonstration that you do and make it kind of fun. It's kind of like the same thing as a cooking show. You're sitting there in your kitchen. People are, sometimes they have a live audience right there in their house. Not in their house, but in their studio, and then they have people watching by TV. They watch cooking shows, and they love to watch because they have a little bit of education mixed in with a little bit of entertainment, a little bit of humor, and you got something going on. It keeps people involved. People stay engaged with that presentation because there's a lot of different things going on. So a hangout, Candace, would be very powerful. It would almost be like having your own skincare little show that you could do, and you could promote it on Facebook and so forth. Skype, be able to use our Ceva Life as well. I'll defer that to Frank. Frank, if you want to answer that one for Wendy about using MID for Ceva Life, maybe you could touch on that one. Yeah, Skype is a great channel for doing live feeds. You can also do live feeds on YouTube as well. You can do live stream on YouTube. Frank says Candace qualified for Black Diamond for the bonus pool. All right, way to go, Candace. Congratulations to you. That's exciting, guys. Those bonus pools are really going to add a lot of extra income into people's pockets this year, and it's definitely worth working for to get into those pools. You know, the Ceva Lift is going to be a great lead-in product. It will open up the door for other products as well, specifically the Ceva Life system, you know, because they can be sampled and shared together. Anytime you got people trying Ceva Lift, you might want to add in something with Ceva Life. So it really is a great 1-2 punch, and it opens up a whole nother part of the marketing opportunity, because, you know, unlike a pain product that you know, can be a perceived negative when you're marketing because people are experiencing something that's negative, pain, this is the fun product. This is going to touch on things that people get excited about, you know, looking better, feeling younger, having better health, having more energy, you know, losing weight, getting the wrinkles off, losing years off their looks, anti-aging. That is a major market, and especially with the boomers. You know, 78 million baby boomers with money looking to look younger, feel younger, lose weight, all of those things. These are lifestyle products. Okay, the pain products are not a life. Pain is not a lifestyle anybody wants, but it's a problem that people have, and we have solutions. So we have a need to fill with pain relief, and we have that with naloxone. But it's not really a lifestyle product, one that people really get excited about. I mean, they know they need it because they want to relieve that pain. A little different situation here. This is a lifestyle product. This is something that people get excited about. They're engaged with it. They're excited to try it because, you know, every day they look in the mirror, they look at how much they wish that they looked younger again, you know, because again, people's mentally, a lot of times their minds, they feel like they're 10, 15 years younger than they look. And they just think, gosh, if I could just get my, you know, body to cooperate and look as good as I feel or I think, that would be something. Well, these are the kind of products that can help make that a reality. They can drop 10, 15 pounds. They can get rid of the wrinkles. You know, they can change the way they look and feel about themselves. And of course, when you feel good about yourself, then that changes the whole dynamic on their life too. So these are powerful products because they make lifestyle changes for people. And they will naturally, when they see the effects of the Ceva Life and the Ceva Life working, they will naturally go out and tell and show everybody, because they're going to feel so good about themselves that it will just beam out of them like a light coming out. Okay, and it will naturally attract their friends and family. They're going to all say, "Wow, what have you been doing? You look great. You look like you lost some weight." Blah, blah, yeah, yada yada yada. It goes on and on and on. Those are the attraction factors of products like this, that people see the difference very quickly, and people are quick to point out, of course, that they've lost weight, or they're quick to point out that, you know, this product has really made a difference, and so forth. So you're going to get a lot of traction quickly with these products. So therefore, it will be a game changer for Lumaxa. This is going to really put everyone's business on a whole new level, and it's going to explode everyone's incomes this year, no doubt about it. Okay. I really don't feel like I need to sit here and just keep droning on information. I think we've covered it pretty much everything today. We can stay in the chat for Q&A. We've got Frank in here who's very kindly taking people's questions. So thanks for jumping in the chat today, Frank. Other than that, my presentation is over. I have delivered what I wanted to say. So what I'm going to do here is I'm just going to go ahead and play a little music here in the background. I'm going to stop the recording, but we'll keep the chat live here for another 5-10 minutes. As long as you guys have questions popping in there, we'll continue to take questions. All right, guys, so this is going to end the recording and our PowerUp training today. Again, chat will stay open. Next webinar is tomorrow night, 9 o'clock Eastern Time. And we got a great presentation that's nearly finished that Keith's been working on here for the last 6 weeks. It's going to really give a whole different look at Lumaxa and the opportunity, and it's going to be presented in a much different way. So I can't wait for you guys to see this new presentation, and it's nearly complete. You'll have your chance to preview it here real soon. So lots of excitement going on. We'll see you back tomorrow night. Stay in for the chat. We're not leaving permanently, just shutting off the recording. Have a great rest of your day and rest of your week, guys.